Hi, this is Kelly with the Appalachian Booksmith, and I just thought I'd come on for a few minutes and show a little journal I made. This journal is 5 inches by 7 inches and has a pretty big 2-inch spine. I did a hidden spine on this one because honestly my husband requested that. He doesn't like to see those strings hanging out. I've got some fabric reinforcing the spine area. Got fabric on the front, a nameplate, you can put whatever you want in there. I've got some simple ribbons. And then of course the back is just that distressed paper. I went ahead and cracked it and filled it up with some acrylic to give it a vintage or old look. Inside is just a simple pocket with a couple tags. I left this one, it does have some sewing on it. I left this one, this journal a little bit plain so they could honestly be used for journaling. I find sometimes that I put so much stuff in my journals that you almost have to get really creative to find places to journal, which is actually fun too. But I have students who I make journals for and they really like it when I leave more space for writing, drawing, and the things that they do. So I started doing that a little more. I have a little piece of silk ribbon on here and a paper clip that I made with a little owl on it. So I tried to keep kind of a color theme more than anything through this. This is a printable printed on hand-dyed papers, and I believe this is from the Graphics Fairy. So we have hand dyes, a little glassine bag, hand dyes, some cardstock with a pocket. Each of the signatures, and there are 4 of them, have flower beads inside of them. Those are my dogs in the background. I have a 6-month-old puppy who is really rambunctious, and my shepherd, who's 5 years old, is constantly having to fight, run, and get away from me. Some hand-dyed graph paper that I printed. More hand-dyed, tea-dyed, glassine bag, lined paper, cardstock, signature number 2. Lace sewn on signature number 2. Another Graphics Fairy design printed on coffee dye paper. Again, I think that's from the Graphics Fairy. Tea or coffee dyed, I'm not sure. An envelope with another just very simple little journaling card. This is probably the simplest journal at this point I've ever made. Dyed paper, a little envelope pocket, put some teal beads in there. More dyed papers. Like I said, there's a lot of writing space and stuff in this one. Again, Graphics Fairy. And I also put lace on the outside of this one. The third signature has, I think I printed this from the Graphics Fairy on tea dye paper. Large graph paper, another envelope, dyed paper, a smaller piece inside the signature with a little tucky spot and another tag, another paper clip with an owl on it to attach whatever you might want to attach. It's tea dye. Not spending a whole lot of time because it's just a really basic journal. A little belly band with a ribbon. I love this. I have bought this in every color. I've dyed it, I've stained it. One of my favorite things. Have to be careful though. Sometimes I get my journals way too thick because I add that in there and it's already so thick, makes it difficult to add more stuff in it when you get that. This is another Graphics Fairy design on tea dye paper, a embossed little glassine bag, dyed lined paper, some craft paper. This has a little pocket with just a simple little pocket with this cute, I love this fabric. I found it at Joann's about a year ago. I bought a lot of it. I know it seems simple, it's just something about orange. Just does it for me. Again, the blue beads. And then back to the hand-dyed papers. And that is it. Again, there's those signatures. I do have this book listed on my Etsy, and my Etsy is Appalachian Booksmith. I'm going to try to link it at the bottom. I'm going to be honest with you, I am so new at this. I'm a public school teacher, and quite frankly, my students could have this done in a heartbeat, but unfortunately, we're quarantined right now. So hopefully, this sweet little journal will end up, or you'll end up being able to see it on my Etsy store.